Hey church, Pastor Shane here, another community group discussion starter video. This week was the special week, our missions emphasis week that we do every year to kind of help align our hearts with God's hearts, to hear from and about our missionaries, and also just kind of meditate on what God is doing both here and around the world as He moves His gospel plan, His redemptive plan forward. And for your discussion, there's a lot for you to consider as well. And first, I just want to start with God's heart. What is God's heart for the nations? And when we say the word nations, it's kind of a Bible word. What we really need is what is God's heart for the peoples of the world. That's that word nations and peoples is kind of interchangeable, especially in the Old Testament context, but even in the New Testament context, where it's not just about country, nationality as in government or borders, but as in people groups that are all around the world. And even in the Old Testament, God's heart was that people would come to know Him. That's not just a New Testament thing. That's not just a Great Commission thing. In fact, Isaiah chapter 45 says in verse 22, "Turn to me and be saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God and there is no other. By myself I have sworn, for my mouth has gone out in righteousness, a word that shall not return. To me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear allegiance." And so in the Old Testament, God called people to Himself, the Israelites, and gave them a law how to live, how to follow Him. But that wasn't just for the Israelites' sake. That was more than just for God glorifying for Himself by having this people that represented Him. But it was so those peoples can share the goodness of God with the rest of the world, that as people kind of saw the Israelites and how they lived and the way that God blessed them when they were following Him, that they would come to know this God as well. And the New Testament kind of changes once Jesus come, died, resurrected, and ascended. Our plan is not for people to come and see. Our plan is to go throughout our neighborhoods, go throughout the world sharing the gospel. And so you're going to want to consider a couple things as you kind of read through these texts and answer these questions. One is the heart of God for people, that they would know Jesus Christ. Two is, what is your place in that kind of here locally? How do you go about, what is your role in sharing the gospel here? And then last, what is our role in spreading the gospel and taking part of the international, worldwide plan of redemption that God is slowly moving forward? Hope you have a great week of worship.